Hello and welcome to the pre-match live show. I'm Vaibhav Tripathi. I'm joined by Bharat Ramraj. It's the final double header of this year's IPL final day when it comes to the league matches. Two matches to go. Three teams are still in the contention. Three teams are still in the race to the playoffs, and it's the first game that will decide what will happen with the last playoffs berth. That is the Rajasthan Royals versus the Mumbai Indians game, which will be played at the Wankhede Stadium. And obviously, our correspondents are there at the venue. They'll be joining us very soon. Shamik Chakravarti, Simran Gupta, and Sudisha Sinha will also join us. But before that, we will discuss the permutations and combinations. What is exactly what three teams are in contention? What all the three teams will need? All the three teams who are in contention will be in action today. But obviously, as I said, it will be the Rajasthan Royals versus the Mumbai Indians game that will decide everything. If Rajasthan Royals loses, then it will come down to the Punjab Kings versus KKR thing. Both teams, Punjab Kings obviously after their last win can go to, have already touched the 15-point mark. KKR, if they win tonight's game, then also they will also reach the 15-point mark. Then it comes down to the net run rate. KKR will have to win by a big margin. Then only they can surpass Punjab Kings and they can seal the playoff spot. But that is only after Rajasthan Royal loses. So first game becomes important. Rajasthan Royals versus Mumbai Indians. If you are a fan of Punjab Kings, if you are a fan of Kolkata Knight Riders, you will be hoping that Rajasthan Royals loses this one and Mumbai wins their last home game, last league game. So yes, two important games coming up, but most important, I think this will be the most important game of the entire league stage. And after that, from the next week, the playoff games will start. But I have Bharat with me. Bharat, let's talk about how much pressure will be on an inexperienced, young Rajasthan Royals team. Obviously, it's a very inexperienced team when it comes to if you look at their first choice playing 11, then there's a lot of inexperience, and they are obviously up against a star-studded Mumbai Indians lineup, who obviously the team that didn't start off really well, that they had a horrible campaign. They got eliminated at the start of the at the very earliest, but now RR have the challenge to to qualify, and this will come down to them. The pressure will be on Rajasthan Royals, not on Mumbai Indians, and again, they will be playing an away game. So, how do you look at this particular? And how much pressure do you think will be on an inexperienced RR side?
Yeah, they tend to depend on individual brilliance a lot. So I guess it could go wrong for them. Away game at the Wankhede Stadium, a stadium where every single time Jofra Archer plays, he fails. This is the one ground that if he's sleeping somewhere at 2 a.m. in the night, if Kumar Sangakkara goes and tells him you have to play tomorrow at the Wankhede Stadium, he might end up throwing some utensils at his head because every single time he plays here, he fails, flops. So their key bowler has not done well at this ground. Obviously, this ground is flat still. Pitch is usually flat, but still, their key bowler has struggled here. A couple of their main batters have to do well up front. Even in that, Jaiswal went through a bad patch for 2-3 games before scoring a 40 odd. So they have issues, I think, in the lineup. Yes, Donovan Ferreira has done well here or there when he's fit. Rian Parag has done well in 2-3 games or whatever it is. But still, I think Rajasthan Royals depend too much on individual brilliance, and those 3-4 players have to fire for them to win this game. I have a gut feeling something might go wrong for them. Hopefully, from their point of view, I'm not kind of casting a spell on Rajasthan Royals.
Even if you do, then Punjab Kings and KKR fans would back you, would support you in this because it is all dependent on Rajasthan Royals. Okay, Shamik and Sudisha also joins us from the Wankhede Stadium. Welcome, Shamik. Welcome, Sudisha. How's the mood like at the Wankhede? Obviously, big game for Mumbai Indians as well. They would want to end their tournament on a high, and especially the most important team would be Rajasthan Royals. There will be a lot of pressure on Rajasthan Royals because they have to win this. If they have to sneak through to the playoff spot, they have to seal their spot. This is the game for them. How is the mood at the Wankhede? Please, since you guys are at the venue, set up this game for us.
Whether the mood for this game is a little different. As you know, this is the ESI game, education and sport for all and MI initiative. And the Mumbai Indians team came in a team bus where school kids make some designs on that bus. So 30,000 school kids will be there at the Wankhede Stadium today. So it is a completely different mode in the sense that this game uh, allows you the opportunity to look at the bigger picture because matches will come and go, IPLs will come and go, but such initiative that it is not only about enjoying cricket, education and sport that goes hand in hand. Whatever you do in life, you need to have good education, and there is a message there from this. And you see so many fans. And one good thing about the fans here, Mumbai, especially in Mumbai, that irrespective of their team performances, they always stand by their team. Mumbai Indians are out, but they are here to support that team, and this is what you call true support. And another, obviously, Vaibhav Suryavanshi is there. Vaibhav Suryavanshi is the showstopper in this IPL. So Vaibhav Suryavanshi, everyone is keen to watch Vaibhav Suryavanshi. So all combined, I think it's a different kind of mood, and I you just want to revel in this kind of mood because this is not like this is not like a normal game. The whole philanthropic the whole philanthropic touch given to that game, it gives the entire game a different dimensions. And huge credit to Reliance and huge credit to MI for continuing with this initiative year after year, a cause to society. And we always, it is, as we all have listened to that famous Michael Jackson number, heal the world, make it a better place. So it is just, this is the message, heal the world, make it a better place.
Yeah, I think the initiatives like this, MI have been doing this regularly every year. You will see, and this is where you connect education, where you connect small kids to the sport and try to motivate them so that they can also take up the sport and do well in their future. But Bharat, coming to the importance of this game, obviously we have talked about Rajasthan Royals, how important this game is for them. But obviously, two teams, as I said, Punjab Kings and KKR. I'll just go. I'll just tell you guys about the thing which if Rajasthan Royal loses, then what KKR will have to do for their evening game? What is the margin? What is the equation for KKR? If Rajasthan Royal loses, then obviously Punjab Kings have already played their final game. KKR will have to play their final game against Delhi Capitals at their home ground, which will be the night game. For them to go past Punjab Kings in terms of net run rate, they must ensure at least a 77 run win, or they should complete the run chase. If they are chasing, they should complete the run chase within 12.1 overs. So this is the scenario for KKR, but that again will happen only if RR loses against MI. Also, if the winning runs come via 6 after the scores are level, they can take up to 12.4 overs in their run chase to qualify ahead of Punjab Kings. So this is the scenario. Bharat, coming to Mumbai Indians, obviously season hasn't gone in their way. If you look at the season, a star-studded MI lineup, everybody expected Mumbai Indians to be there at least to qualify for the playoffs, if not in the final. But this season has been terrible for them. A lot of things have not gone their way. Jasprit Bumrah taking only 4 wickets, Hardik Pandya's form, Rohit Sharma getting injured after having a good start to the tournament, then Surya Kumar Yadav not making runs. A lot has gone against MI. I think, do you put it down to the capped players not performing to their potential, not performing? That is why MI couldn't qualify. Do you put it like this, or you will say it is a complete failure as a unit?
Or some of their players are getting older. That could be a reason. Maybe some of their players are no more at their best. Obviously, no one will be 25 or 26 all the time. They will get older. I think Mumbai Indians players also are getting older. Someone like Trent Bolt, he has been a very good performer in the world of IPL. Is not swinging the ball anymore. Even in the South Africa League, I watched him closely. Was not generating swing. Currently, anyway, out of the Mumbai Indians playing 11. You look at even Jasprit Bumrah, he's not getting any younger as well. With time, he will get a few more niggles, few more injuries. Then you look at someone like Surya Kumar Yadav, perhaps he's also past his best. It's not like his bad form has been over 1 or 2 games. It has been over a stretch of many games. So that is usually an indicator is perhaps past is best. So there are more than a few cricketers like that. Even someone like Deepak Chahar is not an youngster anymore. So I think that is one thing that is going against Mumbai Indians. They perhaps obviously Rohit Sharma himself will not be around for ever. So I think Mumbai Indians have to look at the transition phase, just like Chennai Super Kings. I think that is what I feel. So yes, they have a core of players, including Hardik Pandya, over a period of time, but I think they have to look beyond that. Maybe in the next auction, that could have gone against them. Obviously, there were a few games where they couldn't seize those opportunities which came their way. Maybe you can say that in the world of IPL, it's just a matter of a few moments here or there. If you don't take it, then obviously you will lose. Those, if you don't take those moments, grab those moments, you will end up losing. Something happened. Something similar happened to Mumbai Indians against Royal Challengers Bangalore, a match that they should have won, I guess. So that is also there because I guess they could have won in the 2 3 games. But I do feel they're kind of going through a transition phase where they might have to look beyond the core set of players that they keep having over a few seasons.
Sudisha, I'll come to you since it's your first knockout game of an IPL. How's the feeling like, and what you have been talking to the fans, and how you are looking at this game? Who do you think has the edge?
So, as the first timer right now, the way everybody is excited, the excitement that is top notch. And obviously, when you're talking about someone, mostly I have talked to Mumbai Indians fans only, so they are very excited. Nevertheless, it does not matter to them if the team is still playing or is still in the game in the playoffs or not. They are still very excited to watch the players, do their best. And then again, as Sir said, it is a very special game today. So it feels even more better to be here in the ESA day. I get to see how children cheer for the players, and also get to see how do players manage in real life. Because I've always been seeing MI play on screen, but off screen, really, like in real life, it is going to be definitely different. So I'm looking up to going inside and watching them play as soon as I can.
The man who is standing next to you has been covering cricket for more than 22 decades. So you have got the best experience.
3 decades.
3 decades. Okay, see, I said more than 2 decades again, 3 decades. So he's a seasoned campaigner. You have got the best company in Shamik.
And
But
that is
Shamik,
what is there. He's also as excited as I am. So
and
as
he is
someone who
always
hasn't
excited
watched the match,
to cover any match for any assignment. Shamik is always on his toes. He's always very excited. But Shamik, obviously Rajasthan Royals will, as I said, the inexperienced side. It is a side of youngsters. There are a lot of youngsters in this team. If you are in this Rajasthan Royals camp, obviously Kumar Sangakkara is the head coach. What would be your message? Because hardly they have been put in this position where it's a virtual knockout. There's a lot of pressure for them. This is the only team that can go to the 16 points, and they are up against a star-studded MI lineup. Although MI have not performed well, but it's still very good team.
First of all, Vaibhav, I am not qualified enough to be part of the Rajasthan Royals camp because people in that squad or any other with any other franchise, they are more qualified as regards cricket than me. And but as a reporter, what my observation is that they should play their normal game. Last game, Yashasvi Jaiswal captained, and yesterday Trevor Penny, their assistant coach, came and he said how Yashasvi Jaiswal, sort of sort of made a very positive impression, even as a stand-in captain. So from that point of view, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Riyan Parag will get to see whether he makes it because there was still until yesterday there was a question mark over his participation, as also Jadeja because of fitness reasons. But Yashasvi Jaiswal and leading from the front, the way of late he has been playing, I think. But make no mistake, I expect a response in this game. If you go back a month and a half ago, in the first leg encounter between these two sides, in the first leg encounter between these two sides, Jasprit Bumrah was welcomed to the crease by Vaibhav Suryavanshi with a six over long, wide long on.
Long on.
So,
Long on.
and given that his prodigious talent, he could do that. And he didn't play the bowler, he played the ball. But I expect a response from the great fast bowler.
You are expecting a response, means Jasprit Bumrah is definitely playing this. There is a lot of talk. Should MI rest Bumrah for their last game, or should they play, because he has been playing continuously since the last 3 months. So if you are saying that he's going to get a response, then that means Bumrah is playing according to you.
Very likely because he trained. Very likely. I don't think he will pull his heels. I don't think so. I don't think he will
Shamik,
pull his
Shamik,
heels.
since you have covered the practice as well, and you brought up the point of Riyan Parag, where is he in terms of fitness? Did you see him practice
No,
bat in the nets?
no, basically, it was yesterday, it was the day of his fitness assessment. So, Prabhat Pani spoke about that also. Jadeja bowled at the nets. Jadeja bowled at the nets. So, let's see how it shapes up. But I think Rajasthan Royals would be the way Jassi Jaiswal led in the last game. I think Jassi as a captain, this game also, and this is his home ground. Don't forget, Wankhede is his home patch also. Jassi Jaiswal. He has scored a lot of runs at this venue. So from that point of view, I think they would be better off with Jassi leading this game instead of Riyan Parag.
Bharat, since
And
Shamik
now,
brought up the point
and
of
now,
Jasprit Bumrah
and
and
now,
Vaibhav
Vaibhav,
Suryavanshi, the
as
last.
I head towards, sorry to interrupt, as I head
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
press box, as I head towards press box, I introduce you with another guest, someone who has also joined us very recently, Simran.
Yes,
She is
yes,
here,
please.
and she has done
Okay.
she has done a stellar work since morning, going to court, collecting tickets, and then going to Trident. She has done a stellar work, and she was there for CSK's last game also. Did some very good work. The little girl next to me, Sudhisha, she was there with me at ICC Maratha for that mid-wicket stories event, and she has been very impressive also. So I welcome the new kid on the block, and I welcome the new kid, and she will be on the show as I take your leave.
There goes Ravindra Jadeja, and here comes Riyan Parag. Yes. Thanks, Shamik, for joining.
New.
Bharat, coming to my question. Okay, so Simran is also joining. She's just connecting her microphone. Uh, Meanwhile, Bharat, coming to that question of Jasprit Bumrah versus Vaibhav Suryavanshi, the last time these two faced, obviously Shamik has already told us first ball. So Vaibhav Suryavanshi nonchalantly smacking it for six over long on. It's a battle round two. If Jasprit Bumrah plays, then obviously he will have that in mind, and he will like to take Vaibhav Suryavanshi. But how he can dismiss Vaibhav Suryavanshi? Is it the hard line, because it has troubled Vaibhav Suryavanshi during the Under 19 World Cup as well? Same was the case in the Under 19 Asia Cup as well last year. If you look at how Pakistan bowlers got the better of Vaibhav Suryavanshi, so is it the hard line that Jasprit Bumrah should hit and try to make him pull towards the deep square, towards in front of the square?
See, I guess that ball from Bumrah to Vaibhav Suryavanshi, I don't think he was even operating at 50% of his levels in that game. With great respect to Vaibhav Suryavanshi, obviously he was down with an eagle. He has had problems with his run-up. His coach himself has said it, Mumbai Indians coach, something that Stephen Jones has explained it superbly in that interview I took as to what exactly is his problem with his run-up. One can go and have a look at it. So coming back to Bumrah versus Vaibhav Suryavanshi, I think it is quite simple. See Vaibhav Suryavanshi with that bat swing that he has, it's coming at an angle, kind of an angle. You would rather have a bowler ball maybe back of a length and take it slightly away from him, from over the wicket.
Uh,
The hard
just
length.
a second, Bharat. Sorry to interrupt you. We'll
Yeah,
join back in 2 minutes from some other
yeah, no
location. Okay?
worries. Yes, no worries.
So hard length slightly taking away from him. So I think that is what kind of has worked against him. A few catches have been dropped, perhaps. I think one was in the IPL only of Pat Cummins. He had executed it well. Pat Cummins or Ehsan Malinga, but the catch was dropped. and also one of Ashok Sharma, tough chance dropped by Jose Butler. I think that's the way to go. You might get a top edge, you might get a thick edge to third man. The other one is, I think, the in swinger from over the wicket, not from round the wickets. It's an in swinger that Bhuvneshwar Kumar tried against Vaibhav, but it was from round the wickets. With that kind of bat swing, you would, I think, bowl the in swinger from over the wicket. So that is the other way to look at it. So I think these are the two ways to get Vaibhav Suryavanshi out. Even Praful Hinje, if you look at the short ball that he bowled, it was slightly angling away, not coming into the left-hander, but slightly angling away from him. I think that's the way to go against Vaibhav Suryavanshi, because the stale method to look at is people will tell, just angle it in, just try to tuck him up. I think the best way to go about it is to just slightly angle it away with your short ball or hard length.
But a lot of people have been talking about how Vaibhav Suryavanshi have been playing that fearless approach ever since he has made his IPL debut. It was about him getting consistent with his performance in this season. Has already scored 500 plus one century to his name. He has shown that consistency, and in the last innings, if you'll see, he has showed the maturity as well. That was a big total to chase for Rajasthan Royals, 220 plus. And Vaibhav Suryavanshi, he didn't start off like he usually does. He took, I think, 11 or 12 deliveries for his first 8-10 runs. So it was unlike Vaibhav Suryavanshi, 100 batting at a strike rate of below 100. But then the way he progressed, the way he paced his innings was really impressive for a 15-year-old. I think he's day by day, match by match, he's getting that maturity, and is good for Rajasthan Royals. That it's not just about Yashasvi Jaiswal taking the onus. Now Vaibhav Suryavanshi also understands his responsibility as an opener of batting deep, whether it's a run chase or a batting first.
See, T20 cricket, I think it just comes down to him not getting frustrated. He could miss out on hitting a few deliveries. He just doesn't need to get frustrated because he has all the shots. Not just all the shots, it's kind of beyond the range of shots that you see with a lot of other players. So basically, just don't get frustrated if you miss out on hitting a few deliveries. If you don't connect, make the connection. Just keep it simple. I think that is how Vaibhav Suryavanshi should basically approach, and that is what he did against Lucknow Super Giants, I guess, because there was a time when Mayank Yadav was troubling him. There was a top edge as well that just about missed. I think Mayank Yadav might have caught it. Yes, just fell in front of him, but he didn't get irritated. He didn't get frustrated, and after that, he obviously played a wide range of shots, an array of shots. So that is how I guess Vaibhav Suryavanshi should go about approaching T20 cricket, because there's nothing else that should really stop him. Maybe yes, occasionally some hard line delivery might get him get his wicket, or an in swinger might get his wickets. But in these formats, I think I would back Vaibhav to succeed more often than not. Who knows? Someday I might also back Vaibhav Tripathi to succeed as well.
I don't know why, but I knew that this is around. This is on the horizon. You will say something. You will have a slight dig at me. But Bharat, one of your most favorite or one of your most observed bowlers, that is Jofra Archer. He has played for Mumbai Indians. He has played at this venue, and you have talked about how he hasn't done well at this particular venue at the Wankhede Stadium. Today he will have a big job in hand, because again he will be against the likes of Rohit Sharma, Ryan Rickelton. The power play battle will be crucial, because if Rajasthan Royals are unable to take wickets up front, then Rohit Sharma and Ryan Rickelton can play long, and both batters are in form, and that could be trouble signs for Rajasthan Royals. How important do you think it becomes for Jofra Archer, the leader of the bowling attack, to come good in this particular game when it is all at stakes for Rajasthan?
I think not doing well is an understatement, because it has been a nightmare venue for him. As I noted, if he's sleeping somewhere at 2 a.m. in the night, if someone says Wankhede Stadium, I'm pretty sure he will throw a few.
Just before you proceed any further, let me rephrase the question. What do you think? Why he's been so unsuccessful? Historically, if you'll see, Wankhede has been very kind to the fast bowlers. Fast bowlers have done really well. What has happened with Jofra?
I'll come to it, but I just made a joke. He will definitely throw a few utensils. It's like Jimmy Anderson. Whenever he goes to the Wanderers Stadium, he never used to succeed there. Even if some average bowler would go and swing the ball and take wickets, but Jimmy Anderson would rarely succeed there at that stadium. Maybe I'm not very sure. It's a pretty small ground. It's not a big ground. He bowls a lot of short deliveries. When he bowls short deliveries, a top edge these days especially can go for a six. Most of the times it goes for a six. At most grounds, at the Wankhede, you expect every top edge to go for a six. So I think that is kind of gone against him. It skids onto the bat again at the Wankhede. So in T20 cricket, when you are bowling at that kind of pace, even if he looks to bowl fuller, and if there is no swing or nip, then again you will travel. So I think that could be the reasons. Poor guy, poor chap, even tried the leg cutters against Nepal, 16 leg cutters at the Wankhede. Those deliveries also went for sixes. So I don't know what else he has to try at the Wankhede Stadium. Maybe today is that day after failing so many times. Like that old saying, try again until you succeed. Hopefully, it won't be try again and fail again for Jofra Archer.
Yeah, I remember the two games, one against Nepal, one against India in the semi-final, and the last year's game in which
Even against West Indies, it went against him. If you look at
Sharvin Rutherford performed really well.
If you look at his World Cup performances, people criticized him, but basically he failed at only one ground and succeeded everywhere else. It was only at this ground that ensured that he wouldn't average something like 14 or 15, but 26 in that World Cup.
Yeah, he took a lot of wickets in the power play. I think he was one of the best bowlers.
He took a lot of wickets in Sri Lanka, even at Eden Gardens, but the only ground where he failed was this.
Okay, so we have an update from the Wankhede Stadium. Riyan Parag and Ravindra Jadeja are both set to be fit, and if they are fit, they will be playing. One is captain and obviously the season all-rounder. Bharat, Ravindra Jadeja has missed a few games. How do you think how big a boost it is for a Rajasthan Royals? Obviously, Ravindra Jadeja is not at the peak of his T20 powers, but again, there is no alternate to experience, and he has played a lot of knockouts, so experience comes with him, and he has delivered in crunch situations as well in the past.
Yeah, experience definitely matters, especially for a side like Rajasthan Royals, who are perhaps slightly short on experience. See, he may not be the greatest T20 cricketer to have ever played.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you, Bharat, but Surya Kumar Yadav is there at the toss, so no Hardik Pandya. Again, I don't know what has happened, but what I am getting is Surya Kumar Yadav has the coin in hand. So it is Surya Kumar Yadav who will be leading Mumbai Indians today. No Hardik Pandya. Yes, Bharat, continue.
A lot of things are happening behind the scenes at Mumbai Indians. Let's not delve deeper into it. That could be, or that needn't be one of the reasons. Anyway, coming back to this, his experience definitely will help. May not be one of the greatest players in T20 cricket, but surely he has played in those teams that have won titles, and has also played a key role. It could be chipping in with 10 runs, 12 runs right at the end of the match, a boundary or two here or there, but surely his experience has come in handy in the past. So
now the latest update says Hardik Pandya has the coin. So Hardik Pandya is playing. So chop the last update. So Hardik Pandya has the coin in hand.
As I noted, a lot of things are happening behind the scenes in that setup. Let us not go deep into it. Yeah, I think I will end it there. Ravindra Jadeja's a question on Ravindra Jadeja. Not much more to add about it.
Bharat, changes in Rajasthan Royals since Riyan Parag and Ravindra Jadeja will be back. But what do you think about Luhan de Pretorius' position? He's generally an opener for South Africa. Even in SA20 for Pal Royals, he generally opens. That's where teams have got the best out of him. But what do you think of him batting at 4? Is that position justified, or they can bring in somebody like Shimron Hetmyer?
Yeah, I don't think they should look at Shimron Hetmyer. They have given him too many chances over a period of time. It's perhaps time to move on as well from him, not just from the playing 11, but perhaps from the setup, because they have tested him so much. Somewhere it's not delivered, at least according to expectations. So I wouldn't really look at someone like Shimron Hetmyer, although he has the experience of playing so many T20 games.
But again, Luhan de Pretorius at number 4, is that justified? What my question is it the best spot for him at number 4? Because whatever he has played at number 4, he hasn't looked at his best. He hasn't scored any runs.
Yeah, but you talked about Shimron Hatmair being his replacement. That is why I said I would rather back a
Potential
youngster,
replacement. See,
even if
they can look at other Indian options as well, but I don't think they have a lot of Indian options in their reserve.
yeah.
But the question remains that is Luhan Deep Rotor is the best bet? Is the best position
But
for him, or
but
you are just
he
filling
is
the
not,
overseas slots?
it may not be the best position for him. I understand that, but still, I would back youngster over Shimron Hatmair just because you have given so many opportunities to him, and it's not delivered according to expectations. Maybe even tinker with their batting lineup. Obviously, can't happen with Rajasthan Royals top three. Looking at RR's top three, but still, I would rather back youngster over Shimron Hatmair, mainly because the latter has been given so many opportunities and is just not delivered according to expectations.
So we have the pitch report as well. It's a flat wicket with a bit of tinge of grass, but I don't know how lively that grass is. So how much the bowlers will get out of it, especially during a day game. So it will be interesting how the pitch plays. But Bharat, since we don't have a toss update yet, what team should do? Whoever wins the toss, what should be done at this venue, at this pitch?
It's an afternoon game that makes it slightly little more tricky. You'd want perhaps if there's too much heat, if for example if there's too much humidity, if you go and bowl, sometimes what happens is if it turns out to be a flat pitch, then the opponent might get 220, 230. Suddenly you are swapped, you are completely you lost your energies, and you would be not having that kind of motivation perhaps to come out and bat. So that is something to consider. So this is very tricky call, I guess. I might think of this batting first because it's an afternoon game and it's going to be
Hardik
heat.
Pandya,
Uh,
Hardik Pandya thinks otherwise because they might have won the toss and have opted to bowl first. But do
This
you
game,
think it is because they wanted to see how the wicket is playing? Because in afternoon games you are not very sure how the wicket will play. So MI would want to see how the wicket is playing and then they would chase it down.
that is a natural way to look at it in T20 cricket, right? But that is in a night game. I'm just looking at it because it's an afternoon game. If it turns out to be your quintessential Mumbai conditions, it is hot, it's humid, then you have your bowlers are bowling out there over 20 overs, and obviously it's also about fielding. I think it's not so easy to, especially if you're going to chase down a massive target, it won't be so easy to chase it down or pursue it down. But yeah, it's their decision. Fair call.
Fair call, says Bharat. But Bharat, now Rajasthan Royals will be batting first. Obviously, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Vaibhav Suryavanshi, the top order will be in focus because the top order have done the bulk of the scoring. Then Riyan Parag will come in. Riyan Parag has scored 250s in his last three outings. So again, he's also has shown signs of form. But again, how do you think? What do you think? What could be the safe total for Rajasthan Royals to defend later on? Because obviously, a playoff berth is on the line.
Oh God, I'm not in front of the TV here, so I don't know how the pitch is sitting here. But looking at some of the pitches that we have seen at the Wankhede, but mind you, those were night games where you perhaps get to see the ball skidding on a little more, and that is why it could be like scores were something like 240, 230, 220. But in an afternoon game, maybe reduce it by 10, 15 runs and think of perhaps 220 being kind of very competitive score because it's an afternoon game. So I will settle for that. But again, it is just an educated guess because I've not seen the pitch, this pitch.
Okay, so we have an update. Jasprit Bumrah, Jassi is resting, says Hardik Pandya and Deepak comes in. So Deepak Chahar replaces Jasprit Bumrah. As I was telling Shamik as well, so that because it's the last game, Bumrah has been playing continuously. So there could be a temptation to rest Jasprit Bumrah, and as it has happened, Jasprit Bumrah has come in, and RR have made three changes. Nandre Burger comes in, and Riyan Parag comes in, and Ravindra Jadeja also comes back in. So the three changes for Rajasthan Royals, whom they replace, will let you know in a short while. But Bharat, happy with the changes. Nandre Burger coming back in means I think Sushant Mishra is the one who's going out. I will confirm the change. But what do you make of Nandre Burger's selection in an afternoon game?
Yeah, they perhaps want an X factor if they believe that it's a flat pitch. They want an X factor to come in and take a couple of wickets up front. At his best, is definitely a power bowler in the sense that he can give you one. He can bowl 140 kilometers per hour from ball one. He can swing the ball, but again, his control has not been good in this particular IPL. He's been kind of all over the shop. So it basically comes down to his line. It's more about his control, not about his skill parts. But again, he's kind of an X factor bowler. If he gets it right, he can get a couple of wickets up front, and that's what basically Rajasthan Royals want.
Bharat, I'll give you one more opportunity because at that time you didn't know Jasprit Bumrah is not playing. Now, since Jasprit Bumrah is not playing now, what do you think? What total RR can reach up to?
It's not like Jasprit Bumrah has been bowling
Still, he remains
outstandingly.
economical. He doesn't leak runs like
Still,
Arshdeep
he's
Singh
not
does at
taking
a
wickets.
run rate of more than 10 runs per
Still
over.
not, still not taking many wickets. But still, I guess as it's an afternoon game, I just reduced it by 10-15 runs. Who knows, they might get 240, 250 as well with Vaibhav in that batting lineup. But still, I feel as it's an afternoon game, I reduced it by 10-15 runs. The pitch might get a little slower to bat as the innings progresses because in night conditions, what you generally see in T20 cricket, especially in T20 cricket, the ball skids on a little more, and that definitely helps the batters.
Now since we have talked about this game, let's move to the last game of this league stage that will be played between the Kolkata Knight Riders and the Delhi Capitals. Bharat, obviously, this result will decide whether KKR combination, that calculator, will be out or not by evening. By the time they will start their game, the result will be there. But KKR, how do you look at their second half of the season? Because they have done really well against the expectations. Not many people would have expected that KKR would reach at this stage where they'll still be in contention. So they have done some good things. Probably if the players have stepped up, the players have found the form. They have settled in a nice combination, playing 11. Sunil Narain doing really well. How do you look at their second half?
They've kind of punched above their weight, I guess. Even some of the younger players, if you look at them, Raghuvanshi, whenever he played, especially at the back end of this particular season, or Manish Pandey
Completely
suddenly
agree.
coming up, I will come to him suddenly coming out of nowhere, scoring 45. He's not played for Karnataka for more than 1 year now. He only plays in the Maharaja Trophy. And then obviously Karthik Tyagi has stepped up as well. He's not bowling those beamers anymore. He's bowling with better control. Is a very good short ball. And yes, Sunil Narine obviously is always around. Even at his worst, he goes for 1 for 40 or 4 overs. And Varun Chakravarti has also stepped up, taken some wickets here or there. Uh, as a utility player here or there, Anukul Roy also has put up decent performances, if not great performances. So, and obviously, if I don't bring up Finn Allen, I would get smashed around by KKR's fans. I think he has been one of the key cornerstones of the turnaround, Finn Allen, because he looks like almost a complete T20 opener at present. Him scoring those hundreds, 90s at that kind of a scorching pace has also helped. So yes, they have punched above their weights, but unfortunately, I feel they still have an uphill task, even if RR going to lose this game. Because if you look at the net run rate logically, it feels as if they need Delhi Capitals kind of do what they did against RCB, get bowled out for, if not 78, get bowled out for 100, and then I think it will help Kolkata Knight Riders.
Yeah, that's what my next question would be. That if RR loses, then it becomes an equation for KKR where if they have to surpass, they have to pip Punjab Kings in net run rate, then they have to win by a margin of 77 runs if they are batting first. If they are chasing, then they have to complete the run chase within 13 overs. But how realistic do you think it is? Even if everything goes their way, how do you think how realistic it is to do that? Because in T20 cricket, getting victories of over 50 run margin or completing the run chase inside 15 overs or 13 overs, it is a big task even if you play against the bottom dwelling teams.
I go back same point. It's basically they have to do something similar to what RCB did to Delhi Capitals, bowl them out for 78, if not 78, bowl them out for 100 runs, and then I think they can chase down the target. But if Delhi Capitals, for example, are batting first, get about, even if they get about 170 or whatever it is, that is a daunting task. Obviously, the opponents, are basically out of the competition, so they may not be really motivated. that is one good. I think that's one good sign for a side like Kolkata Knight Riders, because if the opponent is not really motivated, they may not be at their absolute best. So I think that's the one way through which Kolkata Knight Riders can carve out a path.
Will we see a Prithvi Shaw for Delhi Capitals in the last game of this season or no? Is the question, Bharat.
I'm not not a coach or a manager of the setup to tell this, because I hear a
Give
lot
us
of
some
things.
intel.
Lot of things are happening behind the scenes. That's what I hear, but I don't want to delve deeper into that. But I will keep it there. Maybe that is why we won't get a chance today as well.
Okay. So I'll just quickly
Obviously,
go to.
obviously, the day said this, something opposite might end up happening. But whatever I hear, a lot of things are happening with regard to him behind the scenes. So I'll keep it there.
Yeah, obviously, not everything can come to the public domain, but what we can share with you are the playing 11s of Rajasthan Royals and Mumbai Indians. So, as I said, two changes. One change in the Mumbai Indians lineup: Ryan Rickelton, Rohit Sharma, Naman Dheer, Surya Kumar Yadav. Again, Rohit Sharma will come in as an impact player, and he's completely fit. Mayala Javardhan has said that he's completely fit. It's just that he has to play for India. That's why they are being cautious with his fitness. Otherwise, Rohit Sharma is completely fit. Just a tactical call. So Rohit Sharma will come in as an impact player. At number 3, Naman Dheer, Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Verma, Hardik Pandya, Will Jacks, Corbin Bosch, Deepak Chahar, Shardul Thakur, Allah Gazanfar, and Raghu Sharma. So they are going with two spinners in an afternoon game. Now coming to Rajasthan Royals, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Vaibhav Suryavanshi, Dhruv Jurel. This is the batting first team. Riyan Parag, Donovan Ferreira, Shubham Dubey, Dasun Shanaka, Jofra Archer, Nandre Berger, Yash Raj Punja, and Brijesh Sharma. So no Sandeep Sharma. Bharat, Sandeep Sharma has got a brilliant record against Rohit Sharma. Yeah, I think he dismissed him in the last game as well in Guwahati. So what do you make of Sandeep Sharma's omission? And most experienced player, most experienced bowler of their team getting rested, and Brijesh Sharma getting picked ahead of him?
Only thing is they're looking towards the future, because if somewhere perhaps believe that it's time to look beyond him. Otherwise, I think he would have been pitched. But to his credit, even someone like Brajesh has done reasonably well. I won't say he's a strike bowler or in that sense, but he has been a gritty performer this season. He's picked up a few key wickets. Again, I'm not saying he's someone who has great promise, but he's bowled within his limitations. So maybe they're looking towards the future. That's the only point, I guess, they're looking at with the other Sharma.
So Ravindra Jadeja is also listed as an impact player. So maybe they are looking they are looking at Ravindra Jadeja only as a bowler who will give them 4 overs. But surprising to see. I think he's definitely not 100% fit. Otherwise, you don't want to lose Ravindra Jadeja even with the bat. With the bat also he's very much capable. You go back earlier in the season in Lucknow, he played that important innings where he won the Player of the Match award as well against LSG, against a good bowling attack of LSG. So Ravindra Jadeja is a valuable batter, but I don't think he's 100% fit. Still, he's playing and he will come in as an impact player. So yes, this is the playing 11 of both the teams. Bharat, again, before ending the show, I will not ask you the prediction of the last game. But tell me, who's winning this one, RR versus Mumbai Indians?
Once again, yeah, I saw something. Yeah, I already said I have a kind of gut feeling that Rajasthan Royals would
Punjab
somehow.
Kings will go through.
I just have a gut feeling. Maybe it's Punjab Kings. This is just a gut feeling, but nothing more than that. I'm not looking at it logically, but from that day, I'm kind of getting that kind of feeling, that vague feeling that it may not exactly be a good day for Rajasthan.
May not be a good day, and if it's not a good day for Rajasthan Royals, it's a good news for Punjab Kings and also to some extent to Kolkata Knight Riders, because then still they could make it to the playoffs if they win by 70 run margin or more, or they chase the total down within